All right, let's go. If it says lobster, I had to pull out the lobster hat. If it has lobster in the ingredients, you know I had to give it a shot. So I headed over to Longhorn Steakhouse. They have a new lobster-topped steakhouse mac and cheese. They've always had the steakhouse mac and cheese, but now they're throwing lobster on top of it. It was $9.99, which the question now has to be asked, and we're going to definitely check it out. How much lobster is on top of this mac and cheese for $9.99? Longhorn Steakhouse, you are up to bat. Let's go. Cue the intro. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. Lobster topped, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Beat Alabama last week. They beat Alabama last week. All right, let's get this receipt off of there. All right. Excuse me. What's this bag? They give us a little baggie. Oh, bread. We got bread. We have some utensils and a napkin. And we have some butter. Oh, for the bread. Duh. Let's check out their bread over here at Longhorn Steakhouse. It is soft. It is hot. And that is a loaf of bread. I respect the game. I respect it. Thank you so much. I just ordered a side. This is just an appetizer, or a side, not an appetizer, a side. Decent amount. Let's see how much it's filled. I can already see through the possible dome of goodness. This might have a minuscule amount of lobster. I think it's $1 to $2 more than their regular steakhouse mac and cheese. I mean, it looks good. It smells pretty good, but there it is up close and personal. You see? I'll take a close-up right now, some B-roll footage that I'll throw up in the video, but I mean, listen, I'm a lobster aficionado. I've eaten so much lobster in my life. I ate an 8-pound lobster, Maine, to me, the best. Maine boiled 8-pound lobster for one of my birthdays, and the thing was huge. The claw was so thick I had to go and wrap it in a towel, bring it out to the driveway and smash it open. But the tail meat on that, so choice. And then I know what I'm doing around the lobster. I know what I'm doing. I picked all of the joints of this 8-pound lobster, and I had a bowl of lobster meat that I made some pasta sauce the next day. So here it is one more time. Like I said, you'll probably be seeing some close-ups. Not a lot unless there's some that's covered up, but $10 lobster topped steakhouse mac and cheese. Let's go. All right, so listen, I did a little inspecting. We have a couple other little morsels of lobster in the center right there. Actually, this one's a pretty decent chunk. All right, so early returns. I was a little skeptical, but let's check it out. So let's get out. I need to try the lobster first because it is lobster topped mac and cheese. That's a piece of lobster. Wish me luck. Let's go. Now we're gonna dig in, because that tasted pretty good. I mean, it's a small piece. I love lobster. I think I've mentioned many times on the channel that I would eat lobster. Lobster is one of the foods that I would eat every day and not get sick of. Check it out right there. Has the breadcrumbs on there. Now, what was a little confusing, on the website, it said sprinkled bacon. And then when I went to pick it up, the girl was like, oh, we tried it with bacon, or the original steakhouse comes with bacon. This one doesn't. So I had to tell her, I'm like, actually on the website, it does say bacon because it gave me the option to take it off. So I don't know. It probably would taste good with bacon, but I wanted to get it kind of the way she was saying and the way they made it. It didn't matter to me, bacon or not. You know, sometimes bacon gets lost in the mix. But with the breadcrumbs, the seasoning, the lobster, and that cheese, that's what we got. Here we go. So listen, not a ton of lobster, not a ton, but for $10. But I mean, for $10, you're not going to get a whole claw or a whole tail. I get it, kind of like when you order lobster bisque. But I think like the cheese is over here in this quadrant right here. So this next bite, you can see some of that gooey cheese. There's not a lot of cheese throughout the whole thing. So maybe I should mix it up a little bit. Hold on. All right, so listen. So $9.99. I don't know if it's smaller if you get it with an entree inside, because I noticed that the side of lobster topped steakhouse mac and cheese was $7.99, $2 cheaper. If it's this amount and you get it with a steak, I'm okay with it. Just this amount right here, the lack of cheese. I mean, it tastes okay, but the cheese is not the greatest. Doesn't have the greatest flavor. And there was like 2 decent chunks of lobster, and all the others were just kind of like minced pieces. It still has like the flavor of lobster because it's kind of mixed in there. So I'm getting that. I don't know. I'm torn on this because I love lobster, but I know I can't nitpick because it is what it is. It's a $10 side from a steakhouse that they're not going to be able to throw a whole lobster tail or lobster claw on there or a bunch of meat and still charge you $9.99. It's just not the way it works. But I think the mac and cheese needs to be leveled up. Definitely needs some more cheese. Needs a little more flavor in the cheese. I like the fact of the breadcrumbs, giving it that like home baked kind of feel, but a little disappointed. But I went into it with an open mind. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm getting into. Especially like if you go to Outback, they're selling the lobster tails right now. They're not the greatest lobster tails, and they are still pretty expensive. You just got to go to a seafood spot, spend the money for an authentic 2 to 3 pound Maine boiled lobster, and knock it out the door with some drawn butter. But 1 to 100, this lobster topped steakhouse mac and cheese from Longhorn Steakhouse, 1 to 100. I'm gonna give it like a 79. I think it could be improved on a lot of different levels, but really breaking down like mac and cheese, I wasn't 100%, you know, in love with the flavor of the mac and cheese. There's one of the better chunks of the lobster. I saved it for last right there. Final bite. I'm just so happy when I get that little flavor. But all right, there you go. Another review in the books. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please do not forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That is social media, getting the word of my channel out to the masses. In closing, you like? You see what I did there? All right, thank you so much. We'll see you soon with some more reviews. Bye.